Lights. I'm gonna need to hit the Revere flea market for the knockoff Ray-Bans on the way home. My name is Matt Mishy, and I'm from a place called Revere. Yeah, that's the fucking, that's what I expected for a round of applause, being from Revere. And yeah, I'm unlike Sham, your host. I'm a barber, and I don't have a luxurious head of hair. It's kind of like being a dentist with no teeth. Some of the shit I had to go through with, I'm sure everyone in their professions with that lockdown we had in 2020. We were the first ones to open up. Barbers, do we have any beauticians out there? Anybody work in a salon? Anything? Yeah, figures. Well, we were the first ones, phase one, to open up, and I don't know why, we were touching faces, heads. I touched more guys than Kevin Spacey. And, I mean, the shit I had to wear, too. I had fucking gloves, apron, all this, a shield. I looked like a fucking scientist from Chernobyl. But I gotta yell at some of you moms. Anyone bring their kids in for back-to-school haircuts this past September? Anyone? What the fuck? This is a very participating audience here, huh? Well, the moms, I mean, can you figure out what kind of haircut your kids want before you get there? Because I had a full fucking waiting room for back-to-school cuts, and this lady's on her phone texting right next to me. My friend Judy usually does his hair, and I think it's like a number 1 or a number 2. And I'm like, lady, hurry up or this kid's gonna do number 2. And they always need a treat, like a cookie or a lollipop. Can we give the lollipop to them after the haircut? By the time I got some 3-year-old's haircut done, the lollipop looks like they rolled it around in a fucking dog kennel. That's enough bullshit with the whole thing with the barbershop, because, I mean, some of the Neanderthals that came in there, I had one guy, when we got rid of the masks, his nose hair could pick up a fucking chicken finger. And it was nuts. But, I put on a little weight during that lockdown I was talking about. I don't know if no one really saw me before I put on the 45 pounds, but when I was leaving the barbershop, I brought my clippers home with me because we were closed for a few months, and I wanted to, try that manscaping thing. I just wanted to get that off my chest. But putting on this weight and these tits, I mean, I tried to shave my junk down there. It was like reaching for the remote under the couch. And you guys know how that feels. You get a little nick on the bag and then you jump in the shower. But I tried to dress nice for this show. I know we're in Melrose. I mean, there's pretty much the same amount of people here as there was at my hearing at Chelsea Probate Court. I couldn't find a nice outfit, and I'm 45 years old. My mom still tries to dress me for these things. And on the way over here, I was at a red light in Malden, coming into Melrose, and I had the Bluetooth on, and my mother called, and she goes, little Italian mom, she goes, Matthew, you're doing a show with Matt Finicos and everyone. Maybe you should go to, down the Fellsway and get to Marshall's and pick out a nice outfit. And I'm looking, and there's someone next to me at the red light going, guys, mother's coming dressing. And she's like, you can get a nice button down. And I'm like, Mom, I'm 2 feet away from the front row. If I wear a button down, I'm going to pop a button and knock this guy with the masks on's eye out or something. But that isn't the extent of my mom dressing me, because she tried to get me to wear one of my dad's outfits here, right? She goes, just come by. And they're nervous with the COVID. They're old. And she goes, I left something in the living room for you. You know what she left me? A fucking turtleneck. Do you know what a bald guy looks like in a turtleneck? I look like a busted rubber.
A busted rubber.
But is everyone getting ready for Valentine's Day? We got some red outfits here. I love this, right? Red scarf. I think some of the comedians have red on. I saw it. I mean, it's not till Monday. I saw some couples out eating last night. I was at the Encore Casino. And I thought to myself, red matching outfits. They had hearts, all these little cupids. I would never do something like that. And then on the way out, I thought to myself, there's a lot of times I walk around with a heart on. Hey, come on. That's the girl's fault for wearing yoga pants here in Melrose, walking down the street. I don't know. I can't be mean to the women. I gotta be honest. I can't be mean to the women because I get burned in the end. Like the other day, I called Alexa Siri by accident. When I left the house, she turned the fucking stove on. Well, I mentioned I was from Revere, and the only reason I pronounce the R in that is because it's the first fucking letter. And growing up in Revere was tough. My grandmother owned a convenience store, and she sold all the track forms, because, you know, we were gambling degenerates there. We had the horse track, the dog track. I think we invented fucking scratch tickets. And everyone had a nickname. There was Louie Hubcaps, Tony Dumps, Vinny Pizza. And I was a little kid in my grandmother's store. I really thought that was their names. So I moved to Gloucester when I got older, and I got away from my hometown. But I moved back recently. I know you guys saw it on the news, the first public beach ever, and they put parking meters and stuff. The parking situation's fucked in a nutshell. But when I pulled over, I wanted to get me and my son a slice of pizza at Bianchi's, and I saw this old Cadillac pull up, right? Had the Italian flag, boxing gloves hanging from the mirror, and I was like, uh-oh. This guy got out of the car. He had to be 110 years old. The little fedora with the feather in his hat. Hey! That's my fucking parking space! And I was like, all right, I'm sorry. Hey! Did you hear me? I'm like, I'm sorry, sir. This guy he was like Kirk Douglas's age, like on the way out, Kirk Douglas. And he looked at me and he goes, do you know who I am? I'm connected. And I looked at my son. I went, connected to what? Life support? But moving back there was crazy. I know, like, a lot of things are different now. I mean, not even with this pandemic, but marijuana's legal now, huh? And I live in a marsh area near Revere Beach now, and when I was moving in, my parents came to help me. Yeah, because none of my young friends answered the phone to help me move. I had to have my 70-year-old